Hi, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So in today's video, I'll be talking about episode 8 of season 7 of Skinny Girl Entrance. So the episode opens up with Didi sitting down with Editi's kids, and she's just talking to them, and she basically was just trying to like apologize to Ene, who is the daughter, and the brother excuses them, and she's just apologizing for it's seeming like she had broken her trust and everything. So she was just trying to tell her like it's not the right time to start talking to boys, just telling her that she's in her corner. After that scene, the next scene we see is Dr. Elijah. He comes over to Shalewa's place, and Wosi happens to be the one to open the door, and she's just being her usual self. Then he just comes and he's like, oh, that he came to pick Shalewa up because of the whole issues with getting rides to the hospital. So as they were talking, Mommy Tiwa, of course, she comes to the door and she was like so excited to see him, just greeted him. I was like, you should come in, like what does he want to eat? What does he want to drink? She was very welcoming. Like we all know Mommy Tiwa has this welcoming spirit. With that happening, Mosi goes to meet Shalewa in the room to ask her if this Dr. Elijah he's an actual doctor. And Shalewa just looked at her and said, I beg Mosi, I don't have it. No, he's not a doctor, he's an actor. Just telling Wosi to just leave her sha. So that aside, they leave for the hospital. Then Wosi, cause remember in the previous episode where Wosi missed her test, she met with the lecturer and he said she has to come with a medical report. So she calls AY and she was just telling him about the whole getting a report stuff. And he was like, no problem, that he has her covered, he's going to help her get a medical report. She was like happy that oh, AY is going to come through for her, my friend. Then we now get to see Editi and Didi. Considering the way he spoke to her the night before about don't tell me how to raise my daughter kind of thing and my children and everything. So they are still not resolved that issue, and he was trying to apologize to Didi, but it wasn't going down well. So she was just not like ready to hear him out. After that happens, we get to see Derin at work, with her potential sperm donor, Dewumi. Dewumi, he comes to the office with flowers, and he was like, "This for the mother of my unborn child," and they're just like chatting about. Then we get to see Ayo and his mom's boyfriend like having a conversation, trying to understand why Ayo is not like comfortable with him being around. He's not like accommodating him. And I was just telling him that feels like he's going to be taking his mom away from him and he doesn't want that. Like was very emotional about it and he left. So he was just sitting, forgetting his name, the Aunty Dupe's boyfriend in this, I've forgotten his name, but he was just sitting and just thinking about it, trying to like call out him Ayo Ayo, but he goes up to his room. Then we get to see Wosi. So Wosi goes to meet her lecturer. She goes to meet him with her medical report. And the lecturer, whenever she comes in, the lecturer is like, leave the door open, kind of thing. So she gives him the report and he just puts it in the dustbin. Then he gets up, shuts the door, sits down, give her like a piece of paper and tells her to like, that's her test, that she has an hour to answer. And of course, Wosi is unprepared. She's not ready for any test, she's not ready for anything. So she was very confused and she was just panicking. So that was what happened. So I think after that, the test and everything, so she goes home, her friend goes home with her and she was just saying that she has failed the test. That she's not the one that wrote the test, she has failed. So mommy will kill me, blah 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 and everything. Then her friend was just telling her that what was she expecting, that she should have prepared for the exam. And Bosi was like, what was on her mind, that maybe the lecturer will not to figure out that the report is fake. Then Tiwa and the baby come back home. Then Mide drops this cute note for her like by the door. And once they get in, Mide and Derin are having a conversation. Mide just hurriedly like gets the baby from Tiwa and gives the baby to Derin. And was like, they have a spa day that we should be heading out now, that Tiwa shouldn't worry, that Derin will take care of the baby. She's here because the nanny wasn't in that day. So Tiwa was a bit skeptical. She didn't want to leave the baby because he's been a bit fussy. And Tiwa is just she just does not want to leave her baby for 1 minute. So me did was just begging her and just took her out of the place. And it was so funny because the baby was just crying throughout. She was just crying, 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 crying. And Jerry didn't even know what to do. She was just so confused. She would put the baby down, baby would start crying, pick him up, he's crying. Like at the point when the baby finally calmed down, she was also like calming down on her chair, just trying to relax. And the baby started making some crying noises. She was just tired about like everything. That's why we get to see Shalewa and Dr. Elijah like having a conversation while having lunch, and they're just talking about what led him to become a doctor, kind of thing. And he was like, oh, that he likes biology, and that was it. And Shalewa went on about, oh, she was expecting this one grand revelation, one grand reason. The conversation shall led to him saying, like he will shall want to be more than friends, but Shalewa is just not having it. She has friend zoned doctor, and she said she just wants them to keep being friends, just platonic friendship. And that was just it. Shasha just told him where she was at, where her head is, and where her mind. Then we get to see Tiwa and Mide, at the spa, enjoying like proper massage, just having a good time. So as they were getting their massage done, they were just talking about work, talking about the baby, because Tiwa was obviously like, let's check in on Derin and the baby, let's see how they're doing. I mean, there was like, she should relax, she should calm down, that Derin has it under control. And they started talking about work, about grace, and media was like, everything is going good, like so far so good, sort of thing. And then I spoke about the move. Remember the relocation thing that media brought up previous episodes. So Tiwa was just talking like, how is everything going to go? Like, what's the plan and stuff? So media was like, he would go over first for like a couple of months, just settle in and just put things in place. Then her and the baby would join him later on, just to test the waters and see how things would be. Tiwa was like, she's very proud of him. He's an amazing businessman. He's a great father. He's a great husband, and they're just being all cute, 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 cute. Yeah. We now get to see Derin and the baby still going at it. The baby is still crying and crying, and Derin just wants to pull her hair out because she doesn't know what to do, how to stop the baby from crying. She even starts googling how to make a baby stop crying. She starts asking Google, because she didn't know what to do. She was out of her element, and to the point where she even calls Shalewa over to come through. And it was so funny because when Shalewa comes over, baby is just calm. He's not crying anymore. He's just chilling in his baby thingy, And Shalewa was like, "Oh, he's so cute. Oh, my nephew. This." And Derin was on the other end, just looking at her. That no, when you're with him for more than 2 minutes, then you understand what I mean. Because Shalewa was just being very cute with the baby, and Derin was like, "You don't know what I've been through," kind of thing. And they just like sit down, sipping wine, and just talking. Shalewa was not asking her like, "Oh, how far with the day with me guy? The sperm donor guy." Derin was like saying that she doesn't know if being with the baby was like a wake up call, because she doesn't know how she will be able to raise a child all by herself for like years. Like, it's years now. Like, once you have a child, it's years. You're raising the child all by yourself and everything. So she was just saying that she doesn't know how she can do it. She doesn't want to, have a child by herself. She doesn't think she'll be able to cope with it. And she's now like having a rethink of, having a baby on her own. Then, Derin now asks Shalewa like, what's up with her and the doctor. And Shalewa just gives her the gist about, how she's just strictly friends with him. She has told him she just wants to be platonic friends, like nothing more. And Darren was like, that maybe it's just for now. Then Shalewa was like, no, that's just it. Like, she just wants to be friends with him. That's where she is. And Darren was like, oh, is she not over Mohammed yet? And Shalewa was like, she is. Like, she actually is. She's in a good place. She's over Mohammed and everything. So as they were talking, a message enters Shalewa's phone. Guess who? From Mohammed, of course. And he was like, just checking on you. I'm like, why do the exes not just go? Why do they keep coming back? Just coming back and back. Like, just go, just leave this girl alone. Like, it's calm, it's fine. Just move on, let me move on. Stop, coming back and rekindling like old feelings. Then on the other end, Aunty Dupe and her boyfriend were like at her place, playing Ludo and just like having a calm time. Then he just like opens up to her and just talks to her about like, he doesn't want it to seem like they're being selfish and everything. He doesn't want to like take her away from his son, or she just starts saying that he feels like the best thing for him to do is for them to just be friends, and he will always care for her and have love for her in his heart, but he doesn't think like this will work because basically because of Ayosha, but he didn't put it that way. He was just saying that that's just like, if his daughter didn't like her, sort of thing, that he doesn't think things would have progressed with the both of them. So he's just going to take a step back and all of that. And Dupe was really confused and really shocked because she didn't like see it coming. So that's just it for episode 8. So far so good. Like, have you seen episode 8? It's currently on NdaniTV. Skinny Girl in Transit is on NdaniTV. If you have not watched it, go and watch it. So yeah, so predictions for episode 9. Then we get to see more of Editi and Didi, in regards to wedding planning, in regards to, reconciliation over what Editi said. And we also get to see more of, hopefully, we get to see more of Mide and, the Grace lady, the work person. And then we don't know if we'll see Mohammed in the next episode because of this, his message I just popped up. But yeah, so like honestly, the episodes are just giving us like a lot to think and a lot to deal with. And I'm so happy for like where Shalewa is right now in her life in regards to dealing with all she has dealt with and in regards to moving on and just putting herself first. So that's also very good to see. I really get to see much of Mommy Tiwa in this episode. So hopefully in the next episode we get to see more of her drama. And yeah, so if you're new to the channel, please hit the subscribe button, like if you enjoyed this video, check out my other videos that will be linked. Also don't forget to leave a comment. Just comment anything, just comment a series you're watching, comment your favorite character in Skin Girl in Transit. Just comment, let's talk about it in the comment section, and I would see you in my next video. Bye.